Hello and welcome everybody, I'm One Bavarian and we are back here in Catalonia, or should I say Catalonia Aragon. That's right, I renamed the crown yet again. I also renamed the crown's adjective. We're now at Catalan instead of Catalonian, which of course makes a lot more sense. Catalonia Aragon is a bit of a bastard born out of Aragon and Catalonia. You know, essentially it means that the crown of Catalonia stands primary and stands in front of Aragon, but of course, you know, this entire region is still named Aragon nonetheless. I also have a message to all of these Spanish viewers out there. I'm gonna just transmit that message and never, you know, mention it again. Daviare en Madrid, daviare en los haters y daviare on tu madre. That's exactly right, and with that, I do think it is quite important to take a look at what we're gonna do this episode. I mean, all of you know what we're gonna do this episode. We've been planning a Reconquista, and I didn't even know. So a Reconquista apparently is literally just a more expensive prepared invasion the way it looks like. I will say though that it seems quite nice that you can choose a side, you know, when somebody plans a Reconquista, the people can choose their respective side, and if they are in your favor, does not really depend on their religion. So I have heard that, for example, as a Muslim, you could side with the Christians if it went against a different Muslim. So for example, if we were the Afterseeds and we saw the Reconquista against the Dunonides, then we would be like, you know what, we support the Reconquista. At least that is what I've heard. But enough talking about what I've heard. What are we going to declare war on? I asked you yesterday, should it be for Castile or the eastern coast? And let me tell you, there was a bit of a split opinion here. I think there was slightly more opinions in favor of Castile. And I will, at the end of the day, also go with Castile primarily. Because we have been suppressed for so long by the city of Madrid. It is time to take Madrid. And once Madrid has been taken, we will suppress them. You see this? We're going to take the Eternal City. And we're going to start the war right here. And right now, because this will be the war to define the future of all wars, primarily, if you ask me. Then I have to call them in like this. But they both should say yes. I love that we're actually going to have one of our dynasty here on the Sardinian Corsican throne. That is perfect. I honestly, this series has been so lucky for us. We inherited Capulia. You know, we had no right to Apulia. Sorry, not Capulia. That was a mix of Capua and Apulia, but we got so lucky by inheriting that, and it made us so powerful, and yet we're not powerful enough to defeat the Muslims on our own. They are quite strong. I do hope that we can defeat them together with our allies from Poland and Sardinia and Corsica. However, I'm a bit cautious as well. I don't want to lose my troops for no reason. We have to protect Zaragoza, of course. You will honor your call. Of course I will honor. Beautiful. Both of them honored. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Ah, it's just against the Duke. Okay, so the Queen is not actually in trouble here, but she is defending in the Papal Embargo War, but the Pope will win this. I'm still amazed that this actually turned out like this, and I'm very thankful. I mentioned this already, but like, in my opinion, they should either edit the provinces here because it's just making Jerusalem too thick, or they should just make these disappear from the de jure Jerusalem, because the Jerusalem that we got finally looks absolutely amazing. Bit of a weird war still. And let me actually check. How's Persia doing? So Persia, still ruled by de Lusignan. Absolutely ridiculous. But what can you do? Anyway, let's start the war. Let's win a war. I mean, that's what we're here for, aren't we? Jesus, that's a lot of troops, I will admit. Some defensive pact has been dissolved. Who joined them? So they have the Almoravids. They have Aziz of Porto. So just a count. Castile is, of course, supporting us. They actually were smart enough to do that. What is the 10.6k? So what you're saying is that moving those troops over there is a big mistake. I'm going to move you down there then. There you go. That's what I want to see. Yeah, there you go with a bit of attrition, but I think we want to be fine. Young Per Ramon has finished his education in the ways of faith and learning. It turned out less well than expected. Well... Oh, he's of the Barcelona family, huh? Did they lose everything? Ooh, interesting. House de Bourgogne. They intermarried there, huh? My primary question here is, did they... 18 living members, but none of which hold any land. So the way I see it... Show me the head of the dynasty, please. Yeah, so the way I see it, This man is a bit of a threat, but not really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to undermine his dynasty even further. I'm going to marry him to Ascalon. Anyway, Famous Herald, well versed in the diplomatic protocol, has arrived at our court. He's proposing his services to us, and our Chamberlain is saying that we can make good use of this man. I mean, we have so much money. When I joined the crusade for Castile, I never expected the loneliness and longing for home. Ah, man. That's just... You know, I mean, I don't think I need to really, like, dissect this, but they obviously were a bit lazy and didn't script the events right. My men look up to me, so I have to continue the facade that everything is alright as we move even closer to our goal. We're like 2 meters away from home, and we're like, oh, I hate life. Where's my home? And we didn't even get stressed. Let's go, boys. As he's growing older, I can see that Arnaud could use some guidance. Right. Absolutely not. You're a bastard. Get out of here. Blah blah. All children will be of the dynasty. That's right. You're going to be finished with this in a second. Then you're going to march over there. You're going to deal with it. And of course, Carles himself will also be here. He's going to march towards Madrid and destroy it. I have heard about your struggles against the other Muslims, and I would like to assure you I do not share their animosity towards the Catholics. For a small donation, I will be able to help you out. Or will be willing to help you out. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I like this. This is a really cool event. This is super cool. We're going to go to war against him eventually, right? But like for the moment, we can interact peacefully with him. Sure. I don't see why not. And there you go. Oh, wow. No, this is a mistake. Well, let's, yep. Just send those troops into the end of the world. Artaud. What is up with these weird names? Also, our heir, still to this name, is named Ermengol. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I was really under the impression that our heir was not Ermengol, but, Udelard. Or Udalard, I guess. But Udalard is such a good name because, like, it almost sounds like you the lad. You know, you are the lad. But instead it's Lard. If he turns out to be overweight, that would be so good. I'm going right. I'm going to invest that money, sure. Don't see why not. Where did that money come from? What? During the battle, I catch sight of a scarred man who looks a lot like my friend Duke Gosfred. Then he is struck down. Suddenly, I am pushing soldiers out of the way, hurrying over to where I saw him fall. I know it is not Gosfred, but I cannot help myself. Sure. Look at us. We're so virtuous. That's crazy. Ooh, and look at that down there. Us being virtuous is definitely part of our character here. Very much in character, I think. Especially, I mean, considering, you know, our experience during the Crusade and now here during the Reconquista as well. What the hell was that sound? You hear that sound? What is this? What are these sounds? Alright, let's take everything down here. We are in an extraordinarily strong position. I'm actually gonna tell those people to come over here. Who was the last one? Ah, Sardinia and Corsica, quite strong. 7k troops. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. They're gonna try to take down Zoria. Ah, Artaud. Wait, don't we have a court physician? It doesn't even look like somebody helped Gislebart. You're terrible. You're genuinely just awful at being a court physician. Look at him. Fruela the Witch Hunter. Now that's a name. What is in a name at the end of the day, right? Power. That's what in this name, I can tell you. Alright, let's take them all down. I'm also actually going to go ahead. We're going to siege down Madrid, because sieging down Madrid is part of the nature of a Catalan player, pardon me. The what is dangerous place? Okay, that's fine. Are we forbidding every plot here? No, we're not. Yeah, don't do that. Hey, brother. He's a good brother, because he's bringing this into our dynasty, but still, could you stop it? As he's growing older, I can see that Ermengol could use some guidance. Or is it Ermeniol? Because I remember when we were talking about, you know, and all memes aside, all jokes aside, when we were talking about Urgel, it's actually pronounced Urye. I think Urye. So is this Ermenioi? Maybe? I'm not sure. I think we're gonna make him... we could... You know what? I'm just gonna make him patient. Because that just tears down our values a tiny little bit, not too much. My men and I find ourselves in a bar in Alcala. I mean, you realize this is literally a lady from the... You know, these events should not be here. But I'm gonna be chased because that... Look at all these positive traits that we have here. That's incredible. That is something else for sure. Alright, let's carry on here. I devote myself to the service of the church and eradicating her enemies. I have not yet fallen to any of the mortal sins, nor do I shy away from danger. And that was a really nice voice crack. I am Galahad. So we are a legendary warrior, or at least we're believing to be one, and I think that that will have an impact on how we see the world and on how we treat others, of course. Let's get rid of these people here. I could have sworn I heard the enemy commander Einar barking orders, but as I searched the hills, he is nowhere to be found. A fellow soldier finally informs me that he has been spotted cowering in the far back behind a fallen tree, and most disgracefully behind his troops. I'm gonna beat him up. I think I prefer you dead. That is what you get, brother. Alright, let's carry on. Let's siege down Madrid here. Or at least the province of Madrid. Do we get a ticking war score at any point? It doesn't look like it. And honestly, the resistance of our enemies is way smaller. Where are the Almoravids? In Calata. Oh, they have a really bad revolt going on down there that is keeping them from actually coming to where it matters, which is the war right here. Huh, interesting. And Madrid, the actual city of Madrid has been sieged, and let this be a lesson to the central government of Spain. Catalonia lives in every instance of history. Be it alternative history, be it the real history of the world. We are here and we are strong and queer. So the way I see it, we're going to take this, and then long term we're of course going to look, you know, towards expanding over here. I will distribute some duchies, I think. Ooh, look at you. I'm going to siege the... I'm just going to go over there. What? I mean, he's still in our war, but she just died under suspicious circumstances. Who did this? Didn't even gift him any children. Oh, no, actually, my niece. Princess Kenna is a relative of ours, although not of our dynasty, of course. Do we have anybody? Oh, look at this. Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. I accept your suggestion, and I... what? Wait, oh, because maybe we are in a common war. I can't form an alliance with you. Weird. Oh, no, she's just too distant, I think. I think she's simply a relative that is too distant. Not that I'm quite sure of it, but I do believe this to be true. Mercy, cried the thief, and Ramon confronted and accused him of being the robber. Honestly, Spanish is one of those languages. It seems like it's at least a bit easier than French, because in French, you just never write what you actually want to say. Like, all the sounds that you write down are actually different from what you wrote down. I hope that makes it clear. A local merchant caravan approaches me on its way back home to Kunka. Kunka? Is this Dota 2? Am I right, everybody? Kunka? Kunka? I can't even know how you pronounce it. I think you say Kunka, right? The captain dude. One of the peddlers flashes me a huge grin and asks if I want to take a look at his wares. Read his wares. Oh, a golden sword. What the hell? Are you kidding me? This gilded blade and hilt, while useless in battle, will impress their holders every subject. The pommel is decorated with a single magnificent emerald. I mean, speaking of impressing people, why don't we just search for a smith? And I think we might want to... Like, we have this Italian mace of the cross. It should either be an armor, right? Or a jewel. A set of jewels. I think we're going to go for a set of jewels. I'm going to pay as much as will be necessary to get away with this. And we have diarrhea, by the way. Please treat me. Strapped you to a chair and had you sleep sitting upright for days. Amazing. Amazing what technology can do these days. Alright, we're at 76%. This is pretty big. Invite the famous goldsmith? Absolutely, I will pay 500 bucks. I'm up for it, sure. Why wouldn't I be? During the afternoon, as I went to check on the progress of Mistress Isabella, I walked in to see her getting my courtier Guro to help with the forging process. Together they were lifting pieces of metal, and Isabelle was showing Guro how to mold the material into shape. Not exactly what I'm paying her for, but... Ooh, I wish there was my dynasty. I'm gonna accept this. I'm gonna have him be brawny. That's fine with me. My main question, by the way, is if I siege down territory outside of the main crown here. Duchy of Castile, Emirate of Toledo. So yeah, it is gonna be those two. So there's no way, even if I did siege down, for example, the Duchy of Valencia, that we would actually get it. Which is fine with me. I mean, you just need to know it, is kind of the thing. Like, you need to be made aware of it so that you don't have to Ugh, mediocre son. Ermengol, what's wrong with you? Princess of the Byzantine Empire? How could I not? We also groomed an heir, of course. And I think that screen... Ooh, build a great work. Here we go, boys. How'd I do this? Zaragoza. Wait, where's the... Here we go. How much money do I need? Oh, I don't need all that much money. I'm telling you straight up. I think we're gonna build... Wait, where's my underground city? Why can't I build an underground city there? Oh, you need mountains for it, don't you? Oh, that's interesting. So, the way I see it by the looks of this, right? The Great Underground City probably just has literally the same effects as a Great Wall, because they are directly, like, corresponding to one another. Let's take a look at this, right? Oh, no, you do have the Great Wall, so it's something special. We will build this. If it's so special that you can't build it everywhere, then why wouldn't you do it? I know, then again, a Grand Cathedral would make sense for this character because he's so virtuous. Look, I'm gonna take it really vanilla. We're gonna build a Grand Cathedral and we're gonna feel good about it. You hear me? Sometimes you just gotta play it safe. As we travel through Tula, we come across a festival to ancient gods still celebrated by the local populace. It reminds me of some of the harvest festivals at home. I don't want to become possessed as a thing. I would rather become shy. And we didn't even become shy. God bless America. And the American people. Isabella's kept me up to date on the progress of the crown jewelry. I knew they were nearing completion, but when the heavy box was brought to me today, I was still momentarily breathless with excitement. Crown of Pearls, ugh. Both just level 2. I was hoping for level 3, but I think that's fine at the end of the day. We're gonna get over it, you know? Alright, so this Reconquista, way easier than I anticipated, I'll be honest with you. I thought it would be at least fairly hard. Not saying that, you know, it would be so hard that we would fail or anything. Like, not even close. I never anticipated failure here. But at the same time, I was convinced that it would be a bit harder, you know? This is just like, we're just marching through. We're destroying everybody in our way here. Propose that these two marry. She is a lowborn, so I'm actually okay with it. And now you can go over there. I will not have Zaragoza fall, you hear me? And we're no longer humble. Come on, man. I just wanted those traits so that I could become immortal. Oh, you don't want to go there yet. There you go. There we go, boys. Oh, let's duel him. Let's absolutely decimate him. Another victorious match. Oh, this is it. I don't think so. I'll dual Commander Hashim myself, and I'm gonna imprison him. We have the Lord of the Almoravid Sultanate in our prison. If this isn't absolutely beautiful, then I don't know what is. I don't think anything could be this beautiful. What is this? Oh, you're still in my prison. I remember this man. I imprisoned him because he was a bit of a twat. It's okay, though. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know how it is and all that. Can I take this out? I totally can. As we travel through Soria, we come across, right, yet again the same thing, really. This time we became shy. What a shame. An emissary from Pope Callistus II has arrived in our court. According to the emissary, the Holy Father is concerned about our employment of heathens as advisors. The Pope is asking of me to remove them from the position. Absolutely. I'm also actually going to revoke his title, because we do have the law to do this. And then I'm going to hand it out yet again. We are sitting at 8 out of 7 for some reason. Oh. I didn't build this. Right, there you go. We are at 100%. Boom. Look at us. Look at Catalonia, Aragon. We are large and we shall remain large for all of eternity. We could usurp the Kingdom of Castile, which honestly, she did aid us in this war, but I mean, when you go, you gotta go, right? When you go, you gotta go. The Duchy of Castile, yeah, I'm gonna usurp this one for sure. Then I'm gonna go, oh, I should have done it the other way around, because that way, she would have now been independent, but now they're under Galicia. No, she wouldn't actually, because she's Galicia. Alright, fair enough. We did everything correctly then. There are so many damn titles that need to be handed out. And honestly, this just makes it very, very clear to me. And I'm going to explain this properly, actually. This makes it very, very clear to me why people believe that this is an entirely overpowered mechanic. So the way I see it, if you win a crusade these days, you get a shitload of money, you get a shitload of, you get at least one holy order if they're already spawned in. And at the end of the day, you come out of it very, very strong. However, you are not the one distributing these titles. These titles go automatically to members or to people that took part in the crusade. Now, in the Reconquista mechanic, that is not the case. In the Reconquista mechanic, the old thing happens that happened with the crusades before Holy Fury as well, where they essentially just give you the land. Which means that you will go and hand out the land and get a boatload of positive character modifiers. That screams overpowered. I mean, what do you want me to say? That is just outrageously overpowered, really. I'm also going to go ahead and make you a new chancellor. What's this? We're at 16%. 16, I think, is still fine. Yeah, it's still like barely anything. It's pretty much negligible. What we're going to do in this episode is I'm going to take a look at our duchies here, right? I need this duchy sooner rather than later. But I'm going to give away all of those. I'm going to stay over here. I'm going to rename these duchies, though, into Central Catalonia, because it is, Central Iberia. And then Castile. Castile will be named the enemy. The adjective being boo. Castile is the natural enemy of Aragon. Everybody knows it. Everybody's aware. And everybody shares this opinion. Where do these 2.8k come from? Yeah, it has to be spawned in troops, I suppose. Alright, what we're going to do here. Ask for help managing your titles. I don't think I need that. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Give me these kind of people here. Sure, I'll just hand it out. I don't really care for the specifics here. I just want to make sure that I don't hold on to any of the titles that we just conquered here, because I don't need to. Oh yeah, sure, a bastard. I don't see what could go wrong by giving you a title, friend. Molina. Yeah, let's give all the bastards titles here. That sounds fine. Absolutely fine. They're never gonna rebel against me. What are you talking about? Soria, there you go. And then I'm gonna name you... What is it, Toledo? Yeah. Toledo, there you go. You will also become the Duke. Central Catalonia, there you go. And then you shall become the Duke of the enemy. Duchy of the enemy. This is the dumbest shit I've ever done. And I love it. Alright, anyway, we just won the Reconquista. And by the looks of it, I mean, we could expand against Galicia. Do we really want to do this? The Jura claim for the enemy. I don't know. This one is a weird one. Because I also want to expand over here, right? You always kind of want to continue onwards. And maybe claiming Salerno. I think claiming Salerno is a good idea. We are now the lord of 2 titles. Can I already change the law here? We're good anyway, because at the moment we only have 1 son. Our son is fairly mediocre, but it is what it is. Which means that only with 1 son we will not lose any titles. Catalonia proper and West Catalonia. I'm going to keep those for the moment, I think. Anyway, let's just continue onwards here. I want to build a great building, and I'm kind of still... You know what? I'm just going to build a cathedral. We are an extraordinarily pious man. How could I not build a cathedral? I'm serious. How could I actually not do it? It is now known as the Bear of Catalonia, Aragon. Look at this beauty of a country. Young Violon seems to love ordering and counting things. Collins especially becomes diligent. Wait, what? And Emery... Yo, what is wrong with the Delusignan dynasty? That is not okay. Stop being adventurous. What is up with that? Hey, stop. Stop doing this. They're adventuring everywhere. The Iberian Reconquest. As the last in a long line of attempts to try to reconquer the Iberian Peninsula, King Alfonso VII of Leon has begun preparing his troops and looking for allies for a new Iberian campaign. Trying to restore parts of the peninsula to Christendom, King Alfonso VII has spent a noticeable amount of resources and sent out a call to gather troops from all around the region. Right, so we don't know what he's exactly going to go for here, but he is planning. He is planning to go in and do what we did. And honestly, I can't blame him. I cannot blame him. He could go for... what region would that be? Is it this entire region? That's huge. If he got that, Leon would actually be very sizable. So I don't know. I don't think I want to support him. I can't say that I want to support him. What I will do, by the way, is I will borrow the money here. No matter the cost of what we have to repay. I just want to start building this quicker. We're going to build a grand cathedral. Absolutely. I think that is very much appropriate. 25 years, 2.83 per month, 1,880 bucks. Yeah, there you go. Alright, we're building it. We propose that blah blah these two marry. Absolutely marry her. She's a pretty mediocre character. Why are they all so mediocre? Her stats are good though, especially like compared to, you know, like naive Pisa and whatnot. Interesting. Interestingly enough, I want to check something. Can I join you? How do I say I want to join you in the Reconquista? Build a great work. Wait, what? But we only started doing it? I think we want to have 5 years of peace. You know what? I accept 5 years of peace. What we're looking at now is us having most of Iberia under our control. We're going to have Corsica and Sardinia under our control, which means that I don't even have to expand into this. Maybe, you know, we're just going to be lucky. Man, if I could name Oudelard as my heir, wouldn't that be amazing? I feel like that would be amazing. How many years have we reigned? 11, 12. Which means in 3 years we can start changing our laws, which is huge. Pirates have been... Oh, no. I don't want to mess with her. I would rather leave... Ah, that puts my mind at rest. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with her. I like her. I like this structure that we got going here. Or rather, well, I mean, I don't like her, I suppose. I like our heir. Wish I could form an alliance with you, but that's fine. Nothing else really going on. We could recruit a court physician. Just gonna recruit you, though. A daughter was born to Prince Ermenoi of Catalonia, Aragon, and Princess Pulcheria, named Adelaida. That's okay. She can inherit. Remember, we got equal rights, don't we? Or did that change? No, we have equal rights, yeah. As she's growing older, I can see that Violon could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated. She is my daughter, to be fair. Can I marry... Oh! I could marry her to France. Prince of Scotland. I am in favor of that. You don't even know what you just did, Scotland. Scotland will become of our dynasty. I can tell you that. That, you know, do I need to say anything else? This is the greatest marriage. What we're going to do is, we're going to have somebody on the throne of Sardinia and Corsica. We're going to have somebody of our dynasty on the throne of Scotland. What is going on with you anyway? Why are you independent? You need to be suppressed. Anyway, 6.01k. Oh, Jesus. Our troops are far, far larger. Also, the Reconquista troops. Wait, he's coming for Apulia? The Reconquista troops appear to just stay. Doesn't look like they ever actually, you know, disappear. I think I'm actually going to take the boats here, because we do have some vessel boats now. This is one of my favorite songs, by the way. You, Barcelona. Why don't you just become Ancotha? You're going to be a terrible character, and I like it. Can become a priest, mate. Alright, we also have a Cathar revolt here, it appears. Over there. That's a huge revolt. What the hell? Alright, well. What needs to be done is pretty clear. What are you doing? Against Sheikh Mohammed of Malta. Yes, I will accept that. I don't see why I wouldn't. Then I will dissolve whatever I can dissolve. Not that I can dissolve that much. Alright, let's head in there. We can defeat this easy money. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to crush you, and I'm going to move everybody over here. Thank you very much. You can just... I don't even know why I didn't select you earlier. Alright, there you go. Easy money. Pick everybody up in the north here. Then we're going to head over to Iberia. We're going to take what is ours. We're going to take what we deserve. And honestly, I might even help Sardinia and Corsica. Ambassador Guillaume of the enemy is arguing with his wife. She seems quite upset. I should intervene. You should be grateful, you twat. You know, I like using the term twat because I believe that YouTube doesn't actually pick that up. I genuinely think that YouTube does not properly pick that up. Oh, and the Fatimids. Honestly, the Fatimids are very aesthetic, at least down there. Not really here in Syria and Lebanon, but like down here, absolutely. I like the aesthetic that they got going. I'm going to move you over there, by the way. Oh, are you already at war with your Reconquista? Yes, you are. Oh, he won. Wait a minute. Show me this. Oh, that was your that was his Reconquista. Reconquista, I guess. Really? For like 2 centimeters of land. Also, I'm going to take down Malta here before we even deal with our enemy. Gotta take him down. You know how it is. We already destroyed him. Absolutely demolished him. I love it. Alright, let's head over there. Destroy the troops. I don't get these adventurers. What is wrong with the Delusignan family? How come that they are all just adventurers all the time? He doesn't even have a claim or anything. It's just like, I'm gonna go. I have never seen Christian adventurers like this. What is this? Corsican revolt. Oh yeah, I will aid you. Absolutely. Your heir is literally of my dynasty. Why wouldn't I aid you? I don't understand. Oh, gotta get rid of you real quick. There you go. Defensive pact has been disbanded. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I do even think that Chancellor has bribed and threatened his way. Wait a minute, what? But who cares? Oh, actually, I care. I can conquer you, and I will conquer you. First, let's deal with this. After we get some, yeah, after we get some morale back. There you go. Let's go in there. They don't even have commanders. What's wrong with the AI? Recently, I've noticed that they're not using any commanders at any point. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make you just. That's nice. And now I'm gonna get out of here. I think we're gonna dissolve our troops because I immediately just want to declare war over there. Tarragona prospers. I need to conquer that. 100%. Alright, all of you go in there. I declare war against you and we will all be extraordinarily happy. Do I get this? Vassalize a take. New liege. Comes new liege. So all of this is towards the new liege. I cannot actually take the land directly, although I would love to. But I'm just going to go with this one, and then we're going to head in. My friend Ghostfred has invited me to a grand banquet. Sure. Lots of people, lots of good food. I'm going to be there, brother. Not literally my brother, by the way, but still. You know the deal. Oh, please don't let my son die, excuse you. How are we doing in terms of succession lawyer? Is it peace? Has reigned for 10 years. We have not yet reigned long enough to actually succeed on this. But soon enough it should be viable. And I will repay the loan in a second as well, by the way. How long is this going to take now? We are 14.3% done. I don't think... Oh, if you're lucky, Carles will actually still see the completion of stage 1. I would be very happy to see that. Absolutely. Goro de Barcelona. Absolutely, yeah. Get out of here. Never push a claim on me and we're gonna be good, okay? Oh, what? 34 minutes? This is too long. You guys lured me in. And the episode is too long. It's far too long. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and later. Alligator.